When I was born, I had a loss of oxygen at birth, which led to my cerebral palsy. At the time, I don't think my parents knew about it. It was something that they actually found out later on. So as I was getting older and as I was developing, as I was I wasn't super old, like I might have been like between 1 and 2, they started noticing little things that wasn't quite right, like I wasn't crawling. And so they'd go to the doctor and eventually they found out that, yeah, I had cerebral palsy. So that was probably a bit of a shock to them, but yeah, it was something that they didn't find out straight away. I think it's just something different. I think it's just something different in life. I think we all have our challenges. So I definitely wouldn't say it's difficulty. I think it makes you think about things maybe in a different way, but it doesn't mean that you can't do it. I think whether it's learning to ride a bike, whether it's learning to swim, not everyone can swim in their first time. Things don't come natural to everybody. So I think you might just have to think that a little bit harder, but yeah, I wouldn't call it a difficulty. I think I've really had to work for it. If you really want to do something, whether it's in sport, whether it's in life, it's that same hunger. It's just you starting from that step back from everyone else. I ride with a leg brace, or I ride with a leg brace. With my cerebral palsy, my ankle, I don't have much movement, so when you're riding, your ankle's quite important because that's where all the power's going through. So I have a leg brace that bolts, sort of keeps my foot at 90 degrees. It allows me to pedal as best as I can and just sort of keep me stable. I've never asked why me. It's funny, I get people ask me sometimes, or my mates and that ask me, they go, oh, do you ever wish you didn't have CP? And I'm like, no. I think like growing up with it, I get to travel the world, I get to race, I get to go overseas, like I get to ride a bike for a living. That's awesome. Like I think I've had all these opportunities, and especially having it from birth, I don't know no different, but it hasn't stopped me doing anything. It hasn't taken away from my life. If anything, it's improved it. So yeah, I think it's great. I think I had a great childhood. I think I had a great family, a great upbringing as an only child. I guess it has its pros and its cons. I didn't have any siblings, but I got a lot of attention from my parents, which was cool. My parents, they let me get into sport. They let me try all sorts of sports. Their big thing was they didn't want anything to hold me back. So if I wanted to try swimming, I tried swimming. If I wanted to try athletics, I tried athletics. I remember probably like when I was young, like when I was maybe 8, 9 or 10, at one stage I might have been doing like swimming, athletics, soccer and karate all in 1 week. It was a great childhood, and I think it's definitely helped me be where I am today.